Are you feeling overwhelmed by the chaos around you? Imagine finding a deep sense of peace no matter what's happening in your life. For over 2,500 years, Buddhist monks have unlocked powerful secrets to inner calm, even in the most turbulent times. In this video, we reveal their timeless wisdom. Practical tools you can use right now to quiet your mind, reduce stress, and bring harmony into your life. Whether you're searching for clarity, balance, or a sense of purpose, these ancient teachings offer a path to true peace in a modern world, ready to take the first step. The root of suffering. Understanding the cause of inner turmoil. It's early morning in a remote monastery nestled in the mountains of Bhutan. The air is crisp, and a soft mist drifts through the ancient trees. Inside a simple wooden hall, a group of monks sits silently on the floor. One of them, an elderly master with deep-set eyes and a presence that feels like still water, speaks in a calm voice that cuts through the silence. Suffering, he says, begins not with what happens to us, but with how we react to it. Let's pause there for a moment. This single sentence holds a truth that has echoed through Buddhist teachings for thousands of years. We often think our pain is caused by external events, stressful jobs, broken relationships, financial struggles, but Buddhism offers a radically different perspective. The true source of our suffering isn't out there, it's inside us. It's the stories we tell ourselves, the expectations we cling to, the fears we refuse to let go. If we want to find peace in a chaotic world, we need to go straight to the root. Imagine holding a glass of water. It's light at first, but if you hold it for minutes, hours, days, it becomes unbearable. That's what we do with our emotions and our thoughts. We grip them tightly, refusing to set them down. And over time, they weigh us down until we're exhausted. The Buddha called this dukkha, often translated as suffering or dissatisfaction, but it's more than that. It's the deep, restless feeling that something's missing, that life should be different, that we're not enough. This feeling drives much of what we do, whether we realize it or not. Now, here's where the first big shift happens. Buddhism teaches that dukkha has a cause, and if it has a cause, it also has a solution. That cause is attachment. We get attached to ideas, outcomes, people, and identities. We want things to be a certain way, and when they aren't, we suffer. We resist change, even though everything around us and inside us is always changing. Think about it. How much energy do we spend fighting reality? We want people to treat us a certain way. We want our plans to go perfectly. We want life to be predictable. And when things fall apart, we take it personally. We tighten our grip. We think, if I try harder, I can control this. But the harder we try to control life, the more out of control we feel. Here's a story that makes it clearer. There was once a monk who lived in a small village. Every day, he swept the temple grounds before sunrise. One morning, a fierce storm rolled in overnight. He woke to find the entire courtyard covered in leaves and branches. Frustrated, he grabbed his broom and started sweeping. As soon as he cleared an area, more leaves fell. No matter how hard he worked, he couldn't keep the courtyard clean. An old master passed by and watched him for a while. Then he said, "You can keep sweeping endlessly, or you can learn to sit and watch the leaves fall." The monk realized that peace wasn't about controlling every leaf. It was about accepting the nature of things and letting go of the need to fix everything. This is what Buddhism means by understanding the root of suffering. It's not that we stop caring, it's that we stop clinging, we stop demanding that life be different from how it is in this moment. Now, you might be thinking, easier said than done. And you're right. But here's the thing. Buddhism doesn't ask us to believe blindly. It invites us to test these ideas in our own lives. Try this. Next time something upsets you, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what am I clinging to right now? Maybe it's your pride. Maybe it's an expectation of how someone should behave. Maybe it's a story about how things should have gone. And then ask, what happens if I loosen my grip just a little? It's not about giving up or being passive. It's about making space. Space to breathe. Space to see things as they are, not as we wish they were. The Buddha's insight was that all suffering comes from craving and attachment. But he didn't stop there. Imagine a river flowing swiftly. You can jump in and try to swim against the current, struggling and tiring yourself out. Or you can float, letting the current carry you. The river is life. You can fight it, or you can trust its flow. Understanding the root of suffering isn't about becoming indifferent. It's about learning to float. In the next chapter, we'll explore how mindfulness helps us stay present, no matter how fast the current flows. Mindfulness in daily life. Mastering the present moment. Picture this. You're walking through a quiet forest early in the morning. The ground is soft beneath your feet. There's a faint scent of pine in the air. Birds are calling to one another high in the trees. You take a deep breath, and for a moment, everything feels still. Time slows down. You're not thinking about your to-do list. You're not worrying about the past or the future. You're just here. This feeling, being completely in the moment, is at the heart of mindfulness. But here's the thing. Mindfulness isn't something reserved for monks on a mountaintop or for moments of perfect peace. It's something you can practice anytime, anywhere, even in the middle of a noisy, messy, unpredictable life. And when you do, it changes everything. Let's start by clearing up a common misunderstanding. Mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts. You're not supposed to turn off your mind or force yourself into a state of blank emptiness. Thoughts will always come and go. That's what minds do. The goal of mindfulness is to become aware of what's happening without getting swept away. Imagine you're sitting beside a river. The water is flowing by, carrying leaves, twigs, and bits of debris. Your thoughts are like those objects in the water. You don't have to jump in and grab them. You just watch them pass. Sometimes you'll get distracted and find yourself splashing around in the middle of it all. That's normal. When you notice, you simply return to the riverbank and keep watching. Now, let's bring this down from the mountains and into real life. How do you practice mindfulness in the middle of a chaotic world? How do you master the present moment when your phone won't stop buzzing, your inbox is overflowing, and your mind is running in 100 different directions? The first step is simple. Pay attention to what's happening right now, not what might happen in an hour, not what happened yesterday, right now. Try this. The next time you're eating, put down your phone. Don't rush through the meal while watching a video or scrolling social media. Just eat. Notice the texture of the food, the taste, the temperature. Notice how you feel as you chew and swallow. Even something as ordinary as a sip of water can become extraordinary if you give it your full attention. Or try it when you're walking. Instead of thinking about where you're going or what you have to do next, focus on the sensation of your feet touching the ground. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Listen to the sounds around you without labeling them. Wind in the trees, a distant car, your own footsteps. At first, your mind will fight back. It'll pull you into planning and worrying, judging and remembering. You'll drift away. And that's okay. Mindfulness isn't about never getting distracted. It's about noticing when you do and gently bringing yourself back. One of the most powerful teachings from Buddhism is that life only happens in the present moment. The past is a memory. The future is a possibility. The only place you can truly live is now. And yet, most of us spend our days anywhere but here. We replay old conversations. We rehearse future scenarios. We escape into distraction because the present moment often feels too uncomfortable or too ordinary. But here's a secret. The present moment is the only place peace exists. Right now is where life happens. Right now is where you can breathe, where you can choose, where you can let go. There's a story about a Zen master and a student. One day, the student asked, "Master, how do you practice mindfulness?" The master smiled and said, "When I walk, I walk. When I eat, I eat. When I sleep, I sleep." The student, a little confused, replied, "But master, don't we all do that?" The master shook his head. Number. When you walk, you think about eating. When you eat, you think about sleeping. And when you sleep, you dream about walking. Mindfulness is a practice of returning, again and again, returning to this step, this breath, this moment. It's not glamorous, it's not always easy, but it's where life becomes clear. Let's talk about stress for a minute. Most of our stress comes from living in the past or the future. We ruminate on things we can't change or worry about things that haven't happened yet. But in this moment, right here, you are breathing, you are alive, you are okay. If you can return to this truth often enough, you can find an anchor in the storm. A simple practice you can try is the 3-breath pause. Throughout your day, stop and take 3 slow breaths. Feel the air enter your nose, fill your lungs, and leave your body. This tiny moment of awareness creates space, and in that space, you can choose how to respond instead of reacting automatically. Over time, these small moments of mindfulness add up. You'll start to notice when your mind is racing. You'll catch yourself before you spiral into anxiety. You'll create pockets of stillness in the chaos. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Some people say, "I'm too busy to practice mindfulness." But mindfulness doesn't require extra time. It requires attention. You can practice when you're brushing your teeth, when you're waiting in line, when you're stuck in traffic. The key is to bring your awareness to what's happening right now without judgment. And here's a deeper insight. When you become mindful of the present moment, you start to see things as they really are, not as you wish they were. You notice the tightness in your shoulders before it becomes pain. You recognize the frustration building up before it turns into anger. You hear the tone in your friend's voice that tells you something's wrong. You become more attuned to life, more awake, more alive. One of the gifts of mindfulness is gratitude. When you slow down and pay attention, you begin to appreciate the small things. The warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of laughter, the feeling of water on your skin when you wash your hands. These moments are always there. We just need to notice them. In the chaos of the modern world, mindfulness is like an anchor. It keeps you steady when the waves get rough. It helps you find clarity when everything feels confusing. And it gives you back the one thing no one else can give you: your life, fully lived. In the next chapter, we'll explore how compassion deepens this practice and helps us transform our relationships, not just with others, but with ourselves. The power of compassion. Transforming relationships and emotions. Compassion is one of the most powerful forces in Buddhism, and it has the ability to completely transform how we relate to others and ourselves. But real compassion isn't about pity or feeling sorry for someone. It's about recognizing shared humanity, the understanding that everyone, in some way, is carrying pain, just like you. It's about seeing beyond someone's behavior and realizing there's always a deeper story. Someone who's impatient might be carrying stress you can't see. Someone who's distant may be protecting themselves from past wounds. Compassion allows us to look past the surface and respond with kindness instead of judgment. And here's where it gets deeper. Compassion doesn't begin with others. It starts with yourself. This can be the hardest place to direct compassion because most of us are far more critical of ourselves than we are of anyone else. Buddhism teaches that self-compassion is the foundation for offering compassion to others. If you're constantly hard on yourself, it's difficult to extend genuine kindness outward. That's why practices like loving-kindness meditation often start with you. You repeat simple phrases: may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be at peace. At first it might feel strange, but over time something shifts. You soften toward yourself. You become less harsh and more accepting of your imperfections. And that opens the door to understanding others more deeply. When we approach people with compassion, it changes how we interact. Instead of reacting to someone's anger with anger, we pause. We ask, what's really going on here? Maybe they're overwhelmed. Maybe they're afraid. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it helps us respond with wisdom instead of impulse. There's a famous Buddhist story where a man insults the Buddha, trying to provoke him. But the Buddha stays calm and simply asks, if someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong? The man answers, to the one who offered it. The Buddha smiles and says, then I do not accept your anger. This simple teaching reminds us that we don't have to take on other people's pain. We can hold space for it without being consumed by it. Compassion also requires boundaries. It's not about saying yes to everything or allowing yourself to be mistreated. Sometimes the most compassionate response is to walk away, to say no, or to let someone face the consequences of their actions. True compassion comes from a place of strength, not weakness. It's clear, wise, and grounded. And when we practice compassion this way, we build deeper, more honest relationships, ones where kindness and respect go hand in hand. In everyday life, you can practice compassion in small but meaningful ways. Listen to someone without interrupting. Offer a kind word when it's least expected. Give yourself grace when you make a mistake. And when you find yourself frustrated with someone, pause and ask, what pain might they be carrying? That question alone can shift your entire perspective. In the next chapter, we'll explore detachment. Not as cold indifference, but as a way to free yourself from the need to control, allowing you to love and live more openly. Detachment without indifference. Finding freedom from control. Let's take a moment to be honest. Life is unpredictable. People change. Plans fall apart. Things don't always go the way we want them to. And yet, we spend so much of our time trying to hold everything together, controlling every outcome, clinging to what we think should happen. It's exhausting. Buddhist detachment offers us another way. It's not about walking away from life or shutting down your emotions. It's about finding freedom from the constant need to control. It's the practice of holding life gently, not tightly. Here's a common misunderstanding. Many people think detachment means not caring. That couldn't be further from the truth. Detachment isn't indifference. It's a kind of love that doesn't come with strings attached. It's a deep engagement with life, without the fear of losing what you love or needing things to be a certain way in order to be happy. Take relationships, for example. We often believe that love means holding on tightly. We try to control how others treat us, how they feel about us, even who they are. And when they change or pull away, we suffer. But detachment teaches something different. It says, love them fully, but let them be free. You're not here to possess anyone or anything. You're here to experience them, appreciate them, and let them go when the time comes. Imagine holding water in your hands. If you squeeze too hard, it slips through your fingers. But if you hold it gently, it stays. Life works the same way. One of the core ideas in Buddhism is impermanence. Everything changes. People come and go. Success fades. Pain heals. Knowing this, detachment invites us to stop resisting change and to trust the flow of life. You don't have to like everything that happens, but you can accept it. You can stop fighting reality and find peace in the middle of it. Here's a short story that captures this beautifully. A monk once said to his students, "You see this glass? I love this glass. It holds water beautifully. It glows in the sunlight. But one day, the wind may blow it over, or it might fall off the table and break. So, I hold this glass knowing it's already broken, and because I know this, I can enjoy it fully now." That's detachment. It doesn't mean you expect things to fall apart. It means you recognize everything is temporary, and that's what makes it precious. You love without fear. You live without needing guarantees. Now, how do we practice this in daily life? Start by noticing where you cling. Maybe it's your plans. You want things to go a certain way, and when they don't, you feel frustrated. Or maybe it's your identity. How you want people to see you, how you define yourself. Or maybe it's outcomes. Expecting people to act a certain way, hoping for a specific result. When you notice yourself clinging, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, what happens if I loosen my grip just a little? Detachment also means letting go of the stories we tell ourselves. Stories about who we are, what we deserve, and how things should be. When we release those stories, we create space for something new. We open ourselves to possibilities we couldn't see before. And here's something important. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about your life, your work, or your loved ones. You still show up. You still give your best. But you release the need for things to be perfect. You stop tying your peace to outcomes you can't control. There's a deep freedom in that. A freedom that allows you to live fully in the moment, to appreciate things as they are without needing to hold on tight. In the next chapter, we'll explore meditation practices that help strengthen this sense of inner freedom, bringing you clarity and calm, no matter what's happening around you. Meditation techniques for inner stillness and clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath in and out. Feel the air moving through you. For just a second, everything else fades. That quiet space. That's where meditation begins. Now, a lot of people think meditation is complicated, that you need to sit in a perfect lotus position for hours, or empty your mind completely, but it's much simpler and far more powerful than that. Meditation is about finding stillness in the middle of life's noise. It's about training your mind to return home, to the present, again and again. Buddhist monks have practiced meditation for over 2,000 years, not to escape life, but to fully experience it. And today, you can use these same techniques to find calm, clarity, and balance, no matter what's happening around you. Let's start with breath awareness, the most basic and accessible form of meditation. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and bring your attention to your breath. You're not trying to breathe in a special way. Just notice the breath as it is. In and out. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to the breath. Over time, this simple practice helps calm the mind and center your focus. Even 5 minutes can shift your whole day. Then there's body scan meditation. This practice brings awareness to different parts of your body, one by one. You start at your toes, noticing any sensations, tension, or relaxation. Slowly you move up to your legs, hips, stomach, chest, arms, and so on. It teaches you to listen to your body, releasing stress you didn't even realize you were holding. For deeper emotional clarity, monks often use loving kindness meditation, metta. You begin by generating feelings of kindness and goodwill toward yourself. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be at peace. Then you extend those wishes to others, loved ones, strangers, even people you find difficult. This practice opens the heart, dissolving anger and fear, and strengthens empathy. Another powerful technique is walking meditation. Instead of sitting, you move slowly and mindfully, paying attention to each step. Feel your foot touch the ground. Notice your balance shifting. This practice reminds you that meditation isn't something you do apart from life. It's something you carry with you everywhere. And if your mind is especially restless, try mantra meditation. Choose a simple word or phrase like peace or I am here. Repeat it silently with each breath. The repetition helps anchor your focus and quiet mental chatter. The goal isn't perfection. Your thoughts will wander. You'll feel restless. That's normal. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts. It's about learning not to be ruled by them. You watch them come and go without chasing them. With regular practice, meditation creates space inside you, space to pause before reacting, space to see things clearly, space to choose peace over panic. And over time, that space becomes your sanctuary, an inner stillness you can return to, even in chaos. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to create a life of balance, following the middle way, and how this ancient path can guide us through modern challenges. Creating a life of balance. The middle way in modern times. Imagine walking a narrow path that stretches far into the distance. On one side, there's a steep cliff of indulgence and excess, giving in to every desire, chasing constant stimulation, running yourself ragged in search of more. On the other side, there's another cliff, self-denial, harsh discipline, denying yourself any joy or comfort. Both edges are dangerous. Both can lead you to fall. But in between lies a steady path, the middle way. The Buddha shared this path after experiencing both extremes in life. As a young prince, he had everything, wealth, luxury, and comfort. Yet, he still felt empty. Later, as an ascetic, he deprived his body, denied every desire, and pushed himself to the edge of death. But neither extreme brought him peace. Only when he embraced balance, nourishing his body, calming his mind, and opening his heart, did he attain enlightenment. So, what does the middle way look like in today's world of extremes? It means choosing balance in everyday life, not avoiding discomfort, but not being consumed by it, not clinging to pleasure, yet not rejecting it entirely. It's about realizing that true peace doesn't come from extremes, but from walking a steady, mindful path. Let's make this practical. Balance in work means putting in your best effort without exhausting yourself. It's knowing when to push ahead and when to rest. Balance in relationships means loving deeply, but not losing yourself in the process. It's about both giving and receiving, listening and speaking, being present without trying to control everything. Balance in self-care means taking care of your body and mind without becoming fixated on it. You meditate not to escape life, but to engage with it more fully. You eat well, not as a form of restriction, but to nourish your energy and health. The middle way is also about acceptance. Accepting that life holds both joy and sorrow, success and failure, gain and loss. When you stop chasing, he simply embraced whatever life brought, moment by moment, with grace. Walking the middle way doesn't mean life will always be easy, but it frees you from being constantly pulled in different directions. You'll gain clarity in your choices, remain calm in uncertainty, and find a deeper sense of purpose in all that you do. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to live in a monastery or give up your life to follow this path. It's found in your everyday choices, in how you speak, how you listen, how you show up for yourself and others. Every moment is an opportunity to return to balance. As we reach the end of this journey together, remember, peace isn't something distant. It's not hidden in a faraway temple or locked inside ancient texts. It's within you, waiting to be discovered. The Buddhist path isn't about adding more. It's about quieting the noise until you discover the simple, steady rhythm of your breath, your life. If this video brought you clarity or sparked something within you, consider subscribing to the channel. We have more teachings, stories and practices to share, tools to help you bring peace into your daily life. And I'd love to hear from you. Which part of this journey spoke to you the most? Leave a comment below and let's continue the conversation. Your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Thank you for being here. Until next time, keep walking the middle way.